Hey guys, this is number 14, and today I'm gonna be doing a thing where I read Amazon reviews of 5-pound Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. Now, it circulated a couple years ago, like on Facebook and stuff, where these people have shared their horror stories about Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, and they ordered 5 pounds of these from Amazon. And their horror stories are the funniest shit. Sometimes literally. And yeah, I thought I'd read some of them for you guys because it's really funny. It always makes me laugh, and I think you guys are gonna laugh out of it. So, okay. The first one. The first one was on April 25th, 2014, so exactly 2 years ago. A day that will live in infamy, I was suddenly and deliberately attacked by these evil gummy bears. It all started the day prior, when my sugar tooth persuaded me to eat 2 handfuls of these sugar-free delights. Fast forward 15 hours, 23 minutes, and 44 seconds, the world shook. All hell broke loose inside me, a sudden headache, my skin began to perspire, and something tore on my abdomen with enough force to make me latch onto my couch with both hands and let out a sheer cry that sent my dog retreating into the bedroom. She probably knew the battle was already lost. I tried to make it for the bathroom, but the pressure was so intense I had to wait it out on the couch until a lapse in the gut busting occurred and I regained control of my muscles. It only took moments before the volcano Mount Anus had blown its top. The air quickly turned poisonous from the methane and sulfuric fumes that spewed forth. Violence and terror are understatements of what happened for the next 45 minutes. I sustained third-degree burns from contact with the lava that flowed abruptly from my bowels. My blood pressure was at record levels, and my body mass was reduced by 4 pounds. After ample ventilation of the crime scene, I quickly took a shower and changed clothes because the powerful fumes had soaked through the fabric and into the skin. I almost had a mental breakdown in the shower after realizing those little gummy bears had nearly defeated such a man that I thought I was. Now I can hardly bear to look forward through the night terrors and PTSD that will come out of this horrid event. Oh my gosh. Mount Anus. That's perfect. I love the air quickly turned poisonous from the methane and sulfuric fumes that spewed forth. Oh my gosh, that's funny. And I love how they still sell them. Like, you guys can't see it, but to the side, by the reviews, there are sugar-free gummy bears. Alright, this next one, Devil Gummies, on September 16th, 2013. These little gummies should be made with little horns on their heads. These bears look so sweet and innocent, yet they have an evil side which is equivalent to eating 100 X-Lax tablets. And X-Lax is a laxative which helps you shit more. To be quite honest, I read the reviews, and after reading about someone else needing a seatbelt because they gave you so much gas, or about the guy that said to eat these and go on a long road trip if you want to break up with your girlfriend, I had to try them. The guy that mentions napalm, I have to say, is exaggerating a little bit. He must have had a few jalapenos or some Mexican food before eating these, because they don't put off any heat at all. They do, however, do everything else others say they do. I really purchased these bad boys to give to a few choice friends and some fellow coworkers. I handed these little guys out like they grew from a tree. I made sure not to give them any more than 15. If you give someone a handful of 30 or more, they may eat only 5 or 10 of them and save the rest for later. If you give them 15, they're practically guaranteed to eat all 15. So after handing them out, I sat down at my desk and waited. These little devils got a hold of my coworkers 45 minutes to an hour and a half. And I have to tell you, I've never had so much fun at work before. There are 5 restrooms in my entire building. There are about 60 people in the building, 1 co-ed restroom, and 2 male, 2 female restrooms. There was a line of people using the restrooms, even after the guys decided that it was okay to use the female restrooms for emergency use only. Believe me, this was an emergency, in all caps. My boss decided he couldn't wait in line and took off at 10 for an early lunch, just so he could use a restroom, I think. Let me just say, we have flexible lunch schedules, although we typically limit them to about an hour. He didn't come back until 2:30, and he was not happy. He asked me what I gave him, and I told him that I just received the package from Amazon. I showed him the box. I showed him they were sugar-free gummy bears. I asked him if he liked them. He thought he had a bad reaction to them, but I told him I doubted it, since I ate several myself, and nothing happened. And in parentheses it has, I hadn't eaten any. I'm so evil. I was in for it, though, after he talked to several other people that had the same reaction. They all came to my office at the same time and confronted me about the gummy bear incident. I thought for sure they were going to shove a handful down my throat to see if I had the same reaction, but gladly they didn't. I have to say, I was a bit worried. They all came to the same conclusion that the gummies were evil and that he needed to be destroyed. They took them from me, even after some pleading from me, and destroyed them. By destroying them, I mean, of course, they flushed them down the toilet to send them to the horrible place that had just claimed 4 days worth of bowel movements from each person. So after going through only about 10% of a 1 pound bag, I have to say it was worth every bit. Needless to say, I have now ordered a 5 pound bag so I can give them to my choice friends, seeing as I wasn't quite able to distribute them after the first incident, and post another fun bit in the 5 pound section. If you are looking to eat these as treats, take my word for it and just buy regular sugar gummies. A few cavities won't hurt as bad as these little devils will. If you want to put the hurt on a couple of choice people, by all means, these gummies are for you. That's funny. That is really funny. Oh gosh, this one's called The Brown Wedding, May 24th, 2014. Because these are like all old reviews. Not a lot of people, I don't think, get them anymore. My voice is wearing out because I don't read aloud that often. It's been a rough couple of years for my family. They've had a few land disputes, some nasty feuds, several imprisonments, and a beheading. But perhaps our most celebrated misfortune was what has come to be known as the Brown Wedding. Oh no. I don't want to bore you with all the details, but essentially my cousin Rob was betrothed to the daughter of a family rival. Then, against all our counsel, he eloped with another woman. Classic Rob. Anyway, you can imagine our surprise when we found ourselves invited to the wedding of the jilted bride. Perhaps it should have been a red flag, but we start of a free meal, so off we went. They threw it in our castle. After a tense exchange between Rob and the father of the bride, the ceremony was performed, and we all sat down for the feast. It was bench seating. The food was simple fare: beans, broccoli, and brown muffins. Again, a warning sign, but we were caught up in the merriment and the wine. Desserts arrived. The waitress uncovered trees filled with colorful piles of gummy bears. A welcome note of levity. The fifes played a jig, and we all dug in. They were delightful, fruity, and delicious. 20 minutes later, the father of the bride proposed a toast. "To the Starks," he said. "May all your misfortunes be behind you." Around this time, I began to feel uncomfortable rumblings down below and looked for a restroom. As my eyes scanned the hall, I noticed that the bride's family weren't eating the gummy bears. A waiter was refilling the tray next to me. I snuck a glance at the bag. Haribo sugar-free gummy bears. My blood ran cold. I rose to shout a warning to my family, but the alarm came from my backside. A 3-note trumpet blast that ended badly. I felt the fullness in the back of my hands. 1,000 eyes 1,000 shocked eyes turned to me. And then the room erupted in a cacophony of flatulence. And worse. Far worse. How can I describe it? The sights, the sounds, the smells, and the pain, like a grappling hook dragged backwards through my bowels. I watched in horror as one by one my family doubled over, succumbing to the ceaseless waves of stabbing pain. Some were clutching their bellies, others lay writhing on the floor, or stumbling in circles, emitting awkward plumes of effluvium. I don't know. The walls were soon splattered with our suffering. The father of the bride watched it all with intent eyes, delighted by the macabre spectacle. I saw Rob, brave Rob, fall victim to the gastronomic assault. Not even his pregnant wife was spared. Monstrous. Soon only our matriarch was left standing, teetering as she made a final plea for mercy. But too late, she fell to her knees and erupted in what came haunts me to this day. So hear me and hear me well. I swear vengeance on them, their house and their kin. I will hunt them down to the last of their line, from Winterfell to Casterly Rock. And if I do not live to see their castle burned to the ground, I will at least light the match. For, by the gods, someone needs to light a match in that place. That's funny. Oh my gosh. Oh, am I still in frame? Okay, good. Because I can't see where I'm recording. I can only see the reviews, so I have to make sure every once in a while that I'm still in frame. This is such like a PewDiePie thing. This is something he would say. 5 stars. November 25th, 2014. I've been sitting on my toilet for 5 hours in excruciating pain. 10 out of 10 would purchase again. Oh. Oh. No. No. Okay, I have to read this one. It's titled Let It Blow. It's gonna be it's Let It Go, but it's a parody, that's what I'm trying to say. Their bear glows like a nuclear plant. Its little head is something to see. A burst of wonderful flavor, and it looks like I've eaten them all, just me. My stomach is growling like a swirling storm inside. Couldn't keep it in. Heaven knows I tried. Don't let them in. Don't eat them all. Be the strong person you always have to be. 1 or 2, but no more than 3. Don't let them in. Well, now they're in. Let it blow. Let it blow. Can't hold it inside anymore. Let it blow. Let it blow. Grab the throne and slam the door. I don't care what they're going to tear. Let the storm rage on. With the other gummies, there's nothing to fear. It's funny how your hunger makes everything seem small, and the bears that once controlled me can't get to me at all. It's time to see what I can do to eat the whole bag and just break through. Yellow, red, or green, no rules for me. Let it blow, let it blow. I'm holding on to the sides. Let it blow, let it blow. This sounds like the rush of big water park slides. I don't know. That was off tune. Here I sit and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. The power of the smell flurries through the air into the house. My stomach is spiraling in gummy fractals, causing me to douse. And one thought crystallizes as I tighten and start to blast. I'm never going back to the bag. These gummies just don't last. Let it blow, and I'll rise like a brand new man. Let it blow, a sugar-free bear just ran. Here I stand, just when I thought it had ended, another storm is raging on. These damn bears have me expended. And again I sit, and here I'll stay. I can't take the pressure, and I'm out of Lysol spray. Oh, I love that. Oh my gosh, I love that. I honestly love that. That is so funny. Oh. Oh good, I'm still recording. That'd be so unfortunate if I hadn't been recording. Because I actually did that earlier. That made me mad. Ah, I got something stuck in my throat. Okay. A delicious treat that should be enjoyed only after the following preparations have been made. Shit, man. On October 17th, 2015. A delicious treat that should be enjoyed only after the following preparations have been made. Make sure it's Friday and cancel all weekend plans. For good measure, go ahead and call in for Monday. Call the city and make sure your water bill is paid in full. Visit your local hardware store and purchase a sink attachment for your garden hose, as toilet paper will quickly become too painful to bear. Give advance notice to family members, roommates, and neighbors unless you're keen on trying to give birth to a crushed watermelon while convincing your local SWAT team that both the screaming and demonic noises from you are from you in a dynamic entry would only bring more needless suffering. Redo your restroom in motivational pictures, ones with slogans like "Courage is fear" hanging on "One moment longer," "The only easy day was yesterday." I also advise posting up the suicide prevention hotline number, and having a dedicated friend or other support group to walk you through the low times. Last, I must strongly urge you to consider why you think of buying this product. Is it a sense of deep? Oh shit, man! I can't talk. Is it a sense of deep self-loathing, a reckless sense of adventure? Are you researching dysentery? Perhaps you are the drill sergeant of some extreme commando unit seeking to break down the enemy's will to fight by airdropping these into their midst. If you're just curious, then let me say, oh fellow human, beware, for this life is dangerous enough. Next time I want to throw, I'll skydive without a parachute. That way, at least I'll have a chance. Oh. I always loved reading these. I actually hadn't thought about them in a couple years, but I was just kind of thinking about it, because I was thinking of video ideas, and it actually came down to this and doing the TMI tag. I think I'll do that next. So, yeah, I think I'm going to do that next. But yeah, and I wonder how long have I been recording, I wonder. And I've actually just clicked on something. Go away with it. Okay. This next one, this might be the last one, I don't know, because otherwise this video will go on forever. And I do have school in the morning, so. Okay. This one is titled, Get to Know Your Bathroom, posted on July 10th, 2014. To quote my friend Ace Ventura, ladies and gentlemen, lend me your ears. Absolutely everything you may have supposed or read about these tiny little gelatinous bears is 100% true. Like so many other adventurous morons before me, I thought that these reviews were over the top. My, how wrong I was. My buddy brought these sugar-free gummy bears to work one day. I should have averted my eyes, but I was drawn to their beautiful colors and soft yet springy complexion. This peer pressure was too much, and before I knew it, I had down approximately 40 of these delicious candies. Now, you guys have heard the reviews before this. This guy's in for a rough night. I am a man that is known for his steel stomach. Rather, I was a man that was known for his steel stomach. These bears, these little destroyers of the peace, brought me to my knees. Like little Ewoks, they battled my colon, 2 hours after ingesting them, my stomach began to speak. It started out as a low growl and quickly grew to sound like an idling boat motor. What happened next was fate. We were called to a meeting, a mandatory meeting. I was able to sit and squirm, but only for so long. Code Brown was in effect. As I politely excused myself and did a half walk, half shuffle, the prairie dog was poking its little head. I could feel my rectum expanding as gas forced the contents of my stomach downwards. I shuffled, skipped at a rapid pace toward the nearest toilet. I was told later that I looked like a three-legged dog attempting to run. As I neared the porcelain, my sweet redemption, the prairie dog was emerging. Before I could get my pants to the knees, a mud butt had arrived. It sounded like shooting an automatic shotgun into a 5-gallon bucket of water, but it felt like shooting water out of a cannon. The force behind that poop was nothing short of impressive. As quickly as it had happened, it went away, but not for long. In between bathroom sessions, there have been 4 so far, as I had been firing off shots at will. This was fun, even funny at first. Not anymore. My 3rd rectal discharge was like throwing soup out of a jet at 10,000 feet. The 4th was similar. Surprising, there wasn't much of a need for toilet paper. Grab a warm, wet rag instead. The poop water comes out at such velocity that the rag is needed to calm your cheeks of the bowl water blowback. Clean your cheeks of the bowl water blowback. In conclusion, the only reason to purchase these little devils would be to gift them to a friend that you owe. My advice: never trust a shark. Oh, a three-legged dog trying to run. Very funny. Okay, I'm gonna read it alone because this is really funny. It's titled 1 star. Posted on September 21st, 2014. Did not cause explosive diarrhea. Very disappointing. Okay. My voice is giving out. It's late, and I want to film another video before I go to bed. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. That'd be super appreciated. And, comment down below if you guys want me to do more reviews like this, or if you have any other suggestions. And, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.